What's poppin', Remembers? We are the Remember When podcast, home of millennial nostalgia, Gen Z, and millennial nostalgia. I'm Jose.
What's good, y'all people? My name is Johnny.
What's up, y'all? It's Amir.
Hey, boys. How's it going?
It's going.
Going.
I don't like this weather. Can we talk about it? The 40-degree difference from early morning to
Yeah, it's pretty whack.
12 o'clock?
Yeah, especially because I get up at like 4 a.m. in the morning and then I gotta go out to my car. I'll be fucking brisk. I like
Start the day with your car frosted over, but end with it like heating up enough to melt chocolate.
Bro, I hate when I'm going out with like a hoodie and it's like, shoot, this morning's brutal. Come out like midday. I was like, Jesus Christ, it's hot. like, what's going on here?
I got a strip.
I literally got stripped, boy. Like it's bad. What's going on with this weather, man? What's happening now?
I don't know, man, but it'd be messing up my office, like at my job. So I work in like the upper level where there's like no airflow, right? So when they crank up like the heat in there, like it literally feels like they're trying to smoke us out, bro. And it's funny because like I work with like a few like older people, so like I'll hear them like at their desk going.
That's not funny.
No.
And they'll be like. And I'm like, nah, it is cooking up here, like for real. But like, they'll be like on death row, bro. Like they look like they're about to
Having hot flashes in a hot office.
Yeah, bro.
I get that because I'm going more into the operation side, and they were like, "Oh yeah, just don't forget if you change the temperature on this, it'll affect only the second floor, but that'll take about 3 to 4 days for it to actually change." I'm like,
Huh?
3 to 4 days, like
That's crazy.
if y'all know what I'm talking about and you're in Jersey, it's been like a 40-degree difference for the past 3-4 days. So if I turned the heat up on Monday, and by next week that joint gonna be beasting. But if it gets cold or it gets hot, like I gotta, I guess, plan according to the weather, I guess.
Plan ahead. When are weathermen ever wrong?
Yeah, I was about to say.
Exactly.
Weatherman in your job description. It's pretty lit. That's pretty lit.
I gotta hit up Austin. That's the only person I know that I've seen on the news.
When I was in college, the way that I would check the weather was playing Pokemon Go. No joke. No joke. For
Well,
like a good year.
They give you like weather.
Well, no, because in the game, right? If it was like windy outside, you see the little like wind swooshes in there. There was snow on the ground. I kid you not. The one day, right? I opened it up in my dorm room. It had snow in the game, right? I didn't look out the window or any of that. So I'm like, ooh, it's snowing outside, right? And so I text my one buddy. I was like, yo, it's snowing outside. I was like, you going to class? He's like, I just woke up. He was like, there's snow? Nah. And I walked outside. Definitely wasn't any snow at all on the ground. But I was like, whatever. Pokemon Go wouldn't lie to me. Yeah. So that's how I checked the weather. I was like, if it was sunny in the game, it was sunny outside.
This time is always the worst. I remember back at Rutgers when I was just first in the Air Force ROTC, I would be horrible about waking up. So someone would text me or call me being like, hey, bro, get up. Like, you got to go to PT. I'm like, oh, shit. Like, so I'm getting in my uniform and everything. They're like, bro, just hop in the van. They doing the media for the college. So they just driving 80, trying to go to some football field. We starting at like 5 a.m. And by the time we end around like 6:30, 7:30 or whatever it was, brother, 40-degree difference.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, that just change in degrees, it does something to your body and it's messed up. I don't know how to explain that stuff.
Feel like you can't dress properly.
Shout out to y'all. Shout out to this nigga, especially because he still do that shit.
Yeah. Sadly. Yeah, I remember this was in June, so I went to my advanced leader course. For those of you that are new to the podcast, I'm in the Army National Guard, all right? Woohoo, go America. And so in June, America, major glory. And so...
Chip Hazard.
In June, I was at my advanced leader course in Kentucky, and so we were doing a PT test, right? But they had us out there at like 6 a.m., and it was actually really cold. It was probably like 32 degrees, which like, I don't know, not the best for like doing a PT test. But that sun, when it got up, bro, it got up. Because like by the time we hit the 2 mile, which is like maybe like an hour, 20 minutes later, right? I kid you not, it was like 70 degrees. Like we were cooking in the sun, bro.
What was the progress like? Did you do push-ups, sit-ups first? Like,
yeah, it was the ACFT. So you do a deadlift and then you do a standing power throw, like have to like throw a medicine ball overhead. You do some push-ups. You have to do a sprint drag carry, which is like run with some like kettlebells, and you got like Bambi legs, and you see people collapse and all that. And no joke, like people,
I can see it.
People eat shit on that event. It's insane. And then you get some planks in there, and then the 2-mile run. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Jesus.
No, it actually is a lot.
By step 3,
Yeah.
I'm heated up.
Yeah, bro. The old PT test I loved because it was just 2 minutes push-ups, 2 minutes of sit-ups, and then 2-mile run.
That's what I'm
Mind you, I was in cross-country shape and all that, so it was perfect for somebody like me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like 130 pounds. Yeah, like
gliding.
Yeah. I was, bro. I was able to max out everything within like I would start training for like 1 month beforehand, and then I'd be set. And then the running, you already know I had that.
You could do 50-50 and a decent 2-mile. You're Gucci.
Yeah, you were set. Yeah. So with this one, you actually need to be like in shape year round.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can't just be like, oh, I'm just pulling up now. Like, no, you gotta actually.
You gotta stretch, brothers.
Yeah.
Remember to stretch every morning.
A little bit of mobility. That's what y'all need.
If you can't do the splits,
You ain't a real man.
why is you sleeping?
You can't be in the army if you can't do a split. Imagine.
The war is coming. Prepare.
It's actually what my recruiter said to me. He said, do a split right now.
The North Watch. Winter is coming.
Winter's coming. You must join the, what were they called? It was like the, what was it called, the watch?
Yeah, it was the watch that's on the north side.
Yeah. No, you ain't gonna get no girlfriend, but at least you're gonna be defending our country.
Yeah, we got Jon Snow.
Mm-hmm.
Jon Snow.
He's up there. You gotta help us
He's
against the wildlings.
attractive. Recruits. It's like OnlyFans, bro. You gotta advertise Jon Snow. Say he's sexy. Come on. Look in the camera when you say it.
Imagine if like there was an army recruitment page and it said Donald Trump needs you. Just has the
Channing Tatum does training to you.
I just want to see Trump in like the MC Hammer thong. You could be like this if you really join America and help him out in this foreign conflict.
Jose, I'm feeling this. And then in the bottom right corner, you could just advertise Yo John. Like, it's just a Jose.
Just poorly photoshopped. It's like got white, just white on like the Rock's body or something.
You don't see nothing but nips. It's just that. Yo, hit up Jose's page though. Get fit. Winter is coming.
Mm-hmm.
Don't hibernate. We ain't bears.
Yeah, you
no
ready to
hibernation.
hit your New Year's goals? Yeah, give me a follow. All right, at Conditioning with Cruz, certified personal trainer. I got y'all. We'll make it happen.
If you fat, it's time to slim down, baby. But if you skinny, it's time to become big, boy.
Do it in the comfort of your own home.
Mm-hmm. Online training available. Get it now.
Get it now.
Get it now.
Get it.
Order now.
Order now.
But wait.
Focus on the past behaviors.
Oh,
What
wait.
got you to obesity? What got you to fatness?
Probably watching too many movies.
Too many rentals.
Too many rentals.
Ooh.
And where
Rental
did we
DVDs.
get that from?
On Netflix.
Blockbuster.
Ho.
What are you talking about?
Let's talk about the red.
Oh.
I ain't talking Red X.
Santa Claus.
Santa Claus gives me Son of the Mask. I'm killing myself. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, today we're going to be talking about Redbox DVD rentals. We'll go a little bit into like the rise and fall, like a little bit of history, and just our personal experiences with DVD rentals in general. Yeah, Redbox, that came in an interesting time in movies, right?
So what era did it come out in? Was it after Blockbuster was already doing this?
So it's in between Netflix and Blockbuster.
Mhm.
So this is like arguably the tail end of Blockbuster's lifespan, but the early days of Netflix's lifespan, right? So it's that intermediary market because Netflix was subscription based at that point in time. So like you had to commit to that, right?
Yeah, it was like DVD by mail and all that.
Exactly. And then Blockbuster, they were, it was $5 like DVD rentals, we'll say, right? So it was, but you got an experience because you went into the whole, movie store. You had a lot of options. You got associates for, their opinions, all that kind of stuff. But then you got Redbox that comes in between that's saying, hey, you can rent movies with no commitment for $1.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. So they
Can't
slide
beat
right
that.
in there. Yeah. So that was in 2002, 2003. They actually got introduced in McDonald's. Pretty crazy, right?
Out of all places. You know what? That's smart as hell.
Well, yeah. So McDonald's, they had all these extra spaces in their restaurants, and they said, okay, we want to fill them in with something. So they pitched the idea of vending machines, but they didn't want to do food in vending machines because obviously they sell food. So they threw around all these different ideas, and then eventually we got Redbox DVD rentals. They were like, oh, we'll do movies. And end up doing really well, actually. And so it ended up like growing into this big thing. But yeah, McDonald's was the primary shareholder of Redbox for the longest time.
I do think that's a smart idea because it's not like you have all the streaming services that you have now. And we still go get our snacks, our popcorn, everything. And it's like, all right, let's go watch a movie. Let's go play a game, which kind of came later, the whole gaming rentals and how cheap they went. But they were ahead of the game, realistically.
They were. I think they were coming out of prime time. It was affordable rentals, low commitment. And one of the best part about Redbox DVD rentals that made it stand out from other places or other things is that if you rented it in like the Acme by our house, right, you could drop it off at an Acme that's in a whole other state that has Redbox DVD rental. So like, you didn't need to return it to the same Redbox if you were like on a road trip or whatever it might be.
So technically, you could spend $2 to get a snack wrap and rent a movie.
Yeah, you could get a snack wrap movie, bro.
We used to be in heaven. We have fallen.
What happened to America?
What happened?
It all started with the fall of Blockbuster, and then it just went downhill from there.
I was about to say, this video actually has nothing to do with Redbox. That was just a prelude to the fall of America.
Hey, what was that gamer trade? Was that one?
Gamefly?
Gamefly, that's what it
Gamefly.
was. Yeah. It's just like, it reminds me of that where like you had a time where it's transitioning and they're starting to get rid of VHS. Well, no, they realistically got rid of VHS a while ago. Once Blu-ray and CD started coming, it was
DVD
over.
actually.
Yeah,
DVD
realistically.
came in.
It's just there was so much things, but it was just starting to evolve into full-on streaming. And they caught, the biggest win they got, and McDonald's is huge. It's still huge to this day. And I think the biggest downfall is y'all got rid of the dollar menu. If you kept up dollar menu and dollar rentals, I would still do that in comparison to a streaming service.
Absolutely. Just like $1 rentals. Absolutely. And like, I mean, we kind of have that nowadays with certain movies. Like if you could rent it from like YouTube or Amazon.
If you wait 10 years.
Yeah, usually that's the that's usually the requirement.
Good luck
Or
renting a Nintendo game for $1.
Or y'all are being fools. Go on Tubi. They got everything, bro. Come on.
Ignore the porn in the corner.
Ignore the porn and the ads, and you're good.
And now for today's sponsor.
War Thunder.
But yeah, so eventually Redbox obviously grew beyond just McDonald's and would go to grocery stores and stuff like that.
You go to Acme, you go to then Walmart, and you'll see, oh, hey, look at that, baby, it's a Redbox. Come on, let's go get the Born Identity Ultimatum.
Let me go splurge. Let me spend $10 on you today.
I like how you said that. Come on over here, baby. Yeah.
Come on over here.
Let's go check out this Redbox.
Listen, I got $8 for this meal. I got 2 for 2 movies.
Oh, man, let's go
And
get
best believe I'm smashing by 1.
Oh, man, I'll pick out your favorite. Medea goes
Go
to jail.
full Carl from Aquatine. Yeah, I got $2 for you. It's right here, 24 inches.
So, in 2009, Redbox, they actually got acquired by Coinstar, and we actually know Coinstar. So they're the machines where if you dump like a big bag of coins, it added up all that. Yeah, you've seen them in like you probably actually never actually used them.
No, I've used them.
Oh, you
before.
have?
Yeah,
oh, okay, you have.
Yeah.
I haven't even used them, thanks.
Let me guess. So you're used to like rolling them in the actual coin sleeves. Me too. I'm not gonna lie. To this day, usually it's after a long time that like I get a big chunk of change, but that's the way I've always done it. I think I have used the machine though at least one time. Though.
Yeah, I don't know. Popping this coin collection, I was just like, oh, okay, I'm gonna just roll it up.
Yeah, just roll it up, right?
Give it to the bank.
But yeah, so Coinstar ends up taking over Redbox TV rentals. One of the best things that can happen because they already have these like kiosk machines. They're familiar with that like market, so to speak, right? So they end up helping Redbox grow drastically to the point where they had over like 40,000 Redbox locations. Pretty insane. Yeah. But it ended up peaking around 2012 because that's when Netflix started getting big into streaming.
Yeah. You ain't got to go nowhere. Just stay at home. Look at all these movies. Look at all these options. You got an internet connection? you got a movie.
Mm-hmm.
No, I talked to someone. Pay an extra $1. I got you.
Right. So
What is the subscription change from then to now? Let's talk about it.
Inflation, what's
Let's talk about
that?
it. No, fuck inflation. These niggas is charging out the ass. It went from like $5 a month to $15. That is crazy, bro. That is...
Pirate's life for me.
Oh my God, it's Captain Jack Sparrow.
yeah, and then Redbox ends
Sinking
up
ship.
shifting gears. They get bought out by a private company and eventually move to CSSE, Chicken Soul Soup Entertainment. Do y'all know them?
What? That's the most southern name I've ever.
Sounded like you just said Sebs.
Chicken soul soup. Come on,
Some chicken soul soup.
I was like, that's a southern chain, restaurant chain.
Yeah, so Redbox would eventually go southern.
Cajun K&D villain.
Just Gambit is the poster child.
It's Mama Cajun.
So yeah, Redbox would go Cajun, and eventually, so that parent company they end up going severely into debt. Like we're talking like over like $600 million, like something like
Damn.
absolutely drastic and crazy.
Holy.
Yeah, and so they end up going plummeting right down, filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy, and so now Redbox's parent company is bankrupt.
Kaput.
So Redbox is dead.
No. It's at the Acme. I've seen it.
Mm-hmm.
They still around. Probably ain't really popping because
How many times we gotta teach you this lesson, old man? That's what all I'm hearing. That's all I'm hearing.
How many of them DVDs have been fucking stolen?
All I'm thinking is Powerpuff Girls, that magician coming out the grave, shambling through the streets. Who wants my DVDs? Who wants... Go back to the grave. We got Netflix.
You sound like
I got the Hulu package.
You sound like a flea market vendor, bro. Like every time I go to Columbus, I just see pounds of DVDs. I'm like, no one's gonna fucking buy these.
25 for $1. With 25.
It's always the shirtless man making the announcement, bro.
Nigga sweating just.
Every single time, bro. But he's so passionate.
Anything you want, my friend. 5 for 25. 5 for 50. Deal. Instant deal.
Absolutely insane. And yeah, so now the life of Redbox is I wouldn't even say up in the air. I mean, it's physical media being removed entirely from Best Buy. So it's like, how much longer does physical media even have with the life, in the real world? To be honest, I mean, even games nowadays. Not that I bought a new game at all in like recent time, but like, isn't it like an empty case with like a thing this big or a code?
Well, that's why GameStop went out of business.
Not out of this.
It's
going to be.
If it wasn't for that investing in stocks thing that occurred,
boom.
Especially during COVID, because people just started investing in dead companies.
They hit like $400.
They
nowhere.
revived it, started opening up stores. But before it's just like Arby's. They just keep closing more and more, and the stock is getting lower and lower. It's because it's not relevant at this point. Who wants a slab of meat when you can go to a restaurant and they charging the same price?
Right? It's really bad now. It's not as prevalent nowadays, especially for games is a good example, because like you get GTA 5 on PS5. That disc is not going to hold the entirety of GTA 5. You want to know what's going to happen? I put the disc in, then it's going to say, hey, you want to download 135 gigabytes off this? So it's like, even if I got the physical copy, like say like whole power goes out. If I had the PS2, okay, put Ratchet and Clank, boom, you're good. You got the game. But if you want it on PS5, put in GTA 5, you ain't got internet. You ain't playing GTA 5, boy. Like, what the hell? Like, come on, man.
Yeah, it's pretty rough out here.
For games, yeah. But for movies and DVDs, I still see, like, if you're only people who really collecting that are, like, movie enthusiasts because you got, like, special editions, like, bonus features so you can see, like, behind the scenes and stuff like that. I always feel like that's the main selling point of, like, why physical media, especially for DVDs and Blu-rays, are still good and should still be around. But Unfortunately, the human race is lazy. It doesn't really give a fuck anymore. It's like, I don't got space for these DVDs. Why do you think you see them at flea markets now? It's like, no one wants them, unfortunately. But eventually, I do see a resurgence of physical media coming back. Like, people still love collecting, like, vinyl. Like, I love collecting vinyl. It's like, you have something that's there, and you get to play, and you get to do whatever with it. With games, it's going down. Movies might make a resurgence, but if we keep going on the streaming train, even rentals might still will keep going down and all that. We're just going to stay on the streaming phase. And maybe with only like a maybe 0.5, like a 5% is like still sticking with like the physical media. But I mean, it's like I can see poor countries like in Africa, they still use like, physical DVDs, of course, because, third world countries, they ain't got it all. They ain't got it everything. So,
different level of technological advancement.
Yeah, different level. If you in the countries like that, you need the physical DVDs. Like, what else you really got?
Like when I was in Kuwait, that's why I watched a lot of like I didn't get streaming. Like I didn't watch like a lot of streaming out there. It was like all DVDs and DVD players and TVs. Like when I did get the chance to watch movies out there,
Yeah,
it's reliable because you're not guaranteed an internet connection. There's dead zones, quote unquote. Just look it up if you don't know, but. Where you won't get service regardless of what you want to do. So it's always good to have full-blown ownership. But because it is full-on streaming now, they charge an arm and a leg, and DVDs really ain't... What's the last movie you saw that was like DVD? Realistically, like I was looking DVD. Forward to it. I didn't buy it. I didn't stream it. I eventually just watched it through DVD.
I didn't actually watch it, but when I was in my father's van the other day, he had the DVD player on for Ellie, and it was the SpongeBob movie that was playing.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, yeah.
I was about to say, I still got the last thing I ever remember is my SpongeBob DVDs. I got season 1, season 2, 3, 4, 5.
Right.
See, I think because of our sister, she used to play some of the like older cartoon movies. I forgot what she always watched though.
VeggieTales. We had all the VeggieTales DVDs.
I know VeggieTales. I saw that hella, and I think it might have been Frozen. The last thing I've seen.
Maybe like we would have. I mean, I know we still got a couple DVDs, so we could check. I know we had Sky High on DVD.
Great movie.
Anyway, please revive Sky High because it wasn't bad.
Make it My Hero Academia live action.
Exactly. Let us know if you remember Sky High, and let us know. Did you prefer Blockbuster or Redbox, or did you prefer Netflix?
What was your first rental movie?
Yeah,
I remember peeping The Grudge
and
The Descent.
Maybe yours was The Grudge.
Yeah.
Maybe yours was The Descent. If it wasn't, just let us know.
Yeah.
We want to know.
Yeah.
We want to hear these things.
Was it The Hills Have Eyes?
I love it if it was. You gotta tell us a good story with that.
Dang, yeah. So Redbox DVD rentals, they were good. And that's in short.
Cool.
They were a good idea for the time. Great price point. They were competitive. They had their rise, and unfortunately, they've had their fall. So their future is it's up in the air.
The future is now, and it's very dystopian.
Exactly.
Say goodbye to the social life people.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, TikTok being banned in January.
Oh really?
Yeah.
In the U.S.
Yeah, they signed it. Yeah, they said unless they sell their assets, like their
I don't see that happening.
Chinese ownership, right? I don't see that happening either. But
let us know if you want us to do an episode on that. That would be interesting.
On TikTok.
Johnny's so sad. He's like he doesn't even.
I'm just saying it's relevant, bro. Because I just see it as improved Vine. And Vine did come out a while ago.
Yeah, it has merits. It has merits. I'll give it that. But I won't go to his grave.
Short episode. Short.
5 minutes.
5.
You know what? 1 minute. We'll put TikTok link.
There we go.
30 seconds, go. Wait, actually it'd be 20. 20, go. 20.
It was pretty cool.
All right, this ends this episode of your film class. Congratulations, you got 3 college credits for this one. Great job. So proud of you.
CE.
There we go, CE. Thank y'all so much for listening, watching. We appreciate y'all so very much. Until next time, peace out,
Remember When is a Sweet Recording production. Check them out at suiterecording.com.
Intro and outro created by our very own Johnny.
Subscribe, listen, and remember to review wherever you are on social media. Thanks for listening.